Master, what format is best? Let me show you. Vintage is very powerful. Legacy too. Modern is strong. There's standard. But the king of them all is Pauper.
How do you like that?
Pyrexian system lies the planet of Pauper. Here the most dangerous minds are held captive by wizards who rule the planet with an iron fist in an attempt to silence the common people's uprising known as Pauperganda. But two have defied the odds, escaping the planet and spreading their dangerous knowledge throughout the galaxy. Aboard the deck of the SS metagame, they broadcast their message of hope.
Hey everybody, I'm back. Well, I'm not really back from last week. Good to see you again, Mike Man, chiming in. We missed you last week, everybody. Shiraz in the house, Killer Tofu, as always, Mike Man 1978. And today I am going pure rogue. I've been having a lot of fun with the Pestilence build. I've been tweaking stuff left, right, center. And I'm going to do you guys maybe a favor. We're going to try to play all 5 rounds this time, no replays. So I asked for some advice from Shiraz and a few others, and kind of just wanted more. That was kind of the advice. But so while we're waiting for this, hopefully I can hold out that long. We run 23 lands, got a bunch of swamps, 4 barrens. We've got a ton of coming to play tap because we want and mana. I've been over this many times, not or. That first drop is very needed. I used to have Skyfishers in here and the whatchamacallits, the Even Rift Watchers, but Ratlock would lock me out, and so I needed an instant answer for that and to stop early aggro. So our removal package, we got 4 Disfigures, which is great against stopping what I call Ratlock, which is the Demir, bounce the rats all the time. Chainer's Edict, Journey to Nowhere, we got Wall of Hope, Castigate, 3 Night's Whispers, 1 Siphon Life, 3 Read the Bones. We've got all 4 Pestilence, 1 Demir House Guard, 2 Seraph of Dawn. Thank you. 2, a shout out to Petrovaic on YouTube. He mentioned this a couple months back, and I was like, shrugged it off. I tried it. I'm really liking it. It really stops Delver. I mean, unless they have bounce, but they usually will take out bounce when they see things like this and this being there. So, which is a nice bait for the Jinn. The Jinn? What am I talking about? The Ninja. Hey, it has a J in it, right? Anyway, let's see. Gosh, we're still waiting. Okay. So, yeah, Person 34, good to see you. Cap up. That's I love it. I got a really nice compliment from somebody in Germany that was like, best Magic channel ever, except you're always in all caps. And I'm like, got to be there from the beginning, baby. So maybe they'll see this feed and understand. So, all right. So, yeah, we're going to try all 5 rounds, Shiraz. I don't know. In my sideboard, really respect graveyards lately. And I just, I like the cuteness of Fairy Macabre. Maybe we can bring that up in the queue there, Shiraz. But Relic, it just gets it done over and over again. I always like seeing it, and you can pitch it. I run Contaminated Ground. It's kind of it's not a slam dunk against Tron, but it really stops them enough early and kind of makes them clear out. They've got to play because the problem with land destruction is most of them run Pulse of Marasa, so they just go get it again. But the only downside to this is Ghostly Flicker, but it does start adding up quite a bit of life there. Thank you, Shiraz. Appreciate that. And I'm running Angelic Renewal now. This card I'm really liking. It's so much so that I made a new deck. I'll share a little bit later with all it runs is, not all it runs, but it runs Oromancer and these, because when Oromancer dies, it goes and grabs this again, and it's kind of a nice little recursion. But I was finding out that Guardian of the Guildpact, I was running 3. I wanted 4 because against the really tough control matchups, they can't really kill it, and I needed something to get around Edict effects. I even looked into like Raise the Alarm or the new enchantment that puts two token flyers or tokens out, an instant answer to eat edicts. But in the end, I just wanted the quality to be out there and grab the good stuff. So, here we go. Finally, gosh, after big old wait, let's bring this down. Land denial is the future, says Killer Tofu. I agree, kind of. All right, let's see. Got a good hand. Pretty defensive. We'll keep. Got to keep things to a minimum here. Get that graveyard open. And let me know card size, all that good stuff. Chime in if you're out there new to Pauperganda. I can't see you unless you chime in. So come by, say hi. I'll give you a shout out. Hopefully my energy can keep it up for 5 rounds. I got some good coffee here. Oh, here we go. Speak of the devil. And it's white bordered too. God, curse of these people. All right. Bring out our wall. I run 3 castigates instead of 4 out of sheer, it's almost, not quite sure about this play, but I like to get those out as soon as possible. But I run them, I used to run 4, and I would abuse them too early too often. I didn't have the patience. We all know I'm not the most patient player, as going to be noted by this turn, which I'm going to castigate. But, it's nice to see their hand and all that stuff, but we're looking for the big red X spell here. It's kind of our only answer in game 1. Don't really expect to do better than a 3-2 with this, but we'll see. So he's got a bunch, and I should write everything down, but I'm going to play a little loosey-goosey today just because 5 rounds. I'm going to try to play quick because I am playing a control deck, so this could get long really fast. The good news is we pulled a Mole Drifter. He's already going to have Tron here. Ugly Tron. That's what we should say. Nichols, good to see you. Everything looks good. All right. Yeah, all right. XL the Drifter. Yep. Got you there, baby. So he's got Tron already, so we'll see what we're up against. I would really liked if that Castigate nabbed a Rolling Thunder or a Capsize. Those are our 2 big targets, and we've only got 2 left. So, yeah, that's why I know it's kind of defies logic. It's like, well, then play 4. It's like, nah, So here's the new kind of slow tech. Our Seraph of Dawn, just building life, keeps up that toughness angle. It's only 1 more than the Rift Watcher, and it stays out, and it just stops everything Delver, and it doesn't trade with Delver. It just kills it. Yeah, they can bounce it. I'm well aware, but feeling pretty good with it. I've only run 2. I hope he casts Crusher so we can journey. Yes, me too. I hope he casts Crusher after Crusher. Come on, Crusher. Roll the dice. Yay, there we go. Now we're going to look like I know what I'm doing. All right, so we've got that math. We've got Siphon Life, but I'm going to whittle down his hopes here. Grab that. We'll do this while we can. Boink, boink, boink. Eat your life. Come go get some more life. Yip, yip. Good times. Killing Delver is #1 priority, says Mike Mann. Yes, all decks should kill Delver almost every time, if even you're playing Rogue and stuff like that. So I don't know if you guys saw the top of the show, that little surfboard intro. I was out at the beach today and shot that. Pretty fun. Had a nice early morning of good times. This is when I really want my play serrated arrows. What a trip. All right. Well, let's go get some more. I really don't like that serrated arrows plan, and I'll tell you why, because we're running Guardian of the Guild pack, and that will actually get it. I'm going to thin out my deck and go grab it. We want to land. We'll go like this. Hopefully he starts picking on the Seraph there. I mean, we just want to keep it alive. All right, cool. Well, the Guardian will live, unless he bounces the arrows. Come on, another one. Woohoo! All right, we're liking this. That's when you just love Journey to Nowhere, when you can pull off the, gotta play slow here, don't overdo it here. All right, boink, we'll go like this. We'll drop Pestilence next turn. But sometimes Journey to Nowhere feels so good because it doesn't go to the graveyard, and as we can see, he's prepared for the graveyard plan. Seraph going to the yard. This one I do wish I had maybe a Skyfisher or 3. Bounce stuff, Journey to Nowhere stuff. I'd really like to find room for it, but Nichols says, since when does Tron play arrows? That's what I'm thinking. Carry on, Wayward Crusher, says Mike Man. All right. Hammer time. Sorry for the bad MC Hammer reference there. And if you're new to this kind of deck, it's amazing how many times I bump into people and they're like, that's a really sweet combo, like I invented it or something. I'm like, nah, it has nothing to do with me. This is This is all. So when this trips, wall takes the damage, you gain the life back, and it's just a one-sided ping effect. So we know he has a Seagate Oracle in his hand, and not that I'm after killing that, but our Guardian's kind of been neutered here. We're not gaining any life with the other one, but oops, and I already, see, screw up number 1. We'll pump this for 2 each turn. Not hurting us at all, but hurting, oops. Boy, here we go. Comedy of Errors continues. I should have saved that for an Edict effect, but I'd actually rather just do 2 a turn. If he's got an Edict. So the logic of this figure, I didn't have it in my the last outing. I went 1-4. It was awful, but they were all very close games, and I kept running into Demir control, and it was maddening because they get you in that rat lock, and I needed something. I would love to play the enchantment dead weight, which does the same thing, but in the end I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I need that instant answer. And this is actually, I'll admit, this is the very first time I've played with it. So that's kind of interesting there. Don't want to do that, but we will do this, and we'll just kill this dude. Let him get his guys. Go from here. All right, so we've got another land, which we don't need anymore. We'll discard it. Feeling all right here. I ate his life. Coming in, be able to kill him next turn unless something big happens. I mean, how cool was it that we had a triple journey? But he also, to his credit, he had turn 3 Tron and 2 Crushers. So not the worst hand. I mean, I'd love to have that. Maybe it was the curse of the white borders. Maybe if he played more beautiful lands, he wouldn't have had such a bad outing. Wretched Griff comes down. How cool would it be to live in a world you look up and you see that? You have to have an umbrella like made of steel with some spikes on it, or some sort of tricknology, as I'm fond of saying. There'll be peace when you are done, says peace. Man, we got some old school music quotes coming up. I always teased my oldest brother, the one that had surgery a few weeks ago. He's been in construction most of his life, and I always call that kind of music construction music, because whenever I was on a construction site helping him out, or just growing up, it was always like Journey and Van Halen, AC/DC. It's like it seems like there's some stations that they only play like the same 20 rock and roll songs. Cracks me up. I do believe it can block the Guardian, but we got answers for this. Repeal. Well, let's hurt some stuff first. And we can't really do that, but we can journey that. But you can have the win anyway with Pestilence. Yeah, until he bounced it, but it's all right. All right, 6 mana. Not sure. Hit that with 1. Come in with that. Hopefully. Yeah, that's fine. We'll go like this. But this deck always catches people off guard. I mean, I always played this for years, so let's see. I'm going to put the hammer down on this. Get in our little 1 damage here. Unless he doesn't want us to. Hey. Come on now. There we go. I guess he might not be on that. Tough play here. Since we can win next turn, I'm going to drop Pestilence. Might walk into a counter, but we got another one. What you got? They got it. 6 for boom. Repeal. This is a very counter-heavy stuff going on. Come on. Yep. Here comes probably Condescend. Yep. And we'll play it next turn and be able to kill if he doesn't counter. So we've got 6 mana, so we'll drop it and pop it. Drop it and pop it, baby. As in P-A-U-P, right? Okay. Make sure to attack. And we'll F6 ourselves. Here we go. Let's hope he doesn't have well, if he does have a Pulse of Marasa or that kind of stuff, it's not really going to help. Well, I guess he could go grab a land, right? Well, won't it be a shame if we lose this? 2 to 27. Starting off nice and easy. Tron players always looking down their noses. Yes, I agree, Mike Man. Uh-oh, this can't be good. What's good is, I mean, this is a very counter-heavy build with some bounce, and bounce is terrible for this deck, so we really do want to win this first one. We'll call this one Blue Tron in my notes. And hopefully I can put a W next to it in a few minutes. Seconds would be more preferable. Yeah, I started, my brother, after his surgery, he's been walking a lot, so it's inspired me to, instead of getting up and playing Magic and finding my normal rituals of the morning, I get up and I go try to walk for about an hour. That's why I was out at the beach today, and good times. Nice. Nickel says, sweet old art with the Impulse. Yes. Yeah, I mentioned last week the new Impulse art looks a heck of a lot like my mom. It creeps me out. And she could almost sue him. Cool old wizardly lady. All right, tap that blue. Nope, not going to matter now with the prism out. 30 cards to my 40. They've drawn 10 more cards than us. Got a nice little life engine going. Let's see. Now the cool thing, we can, if we draw a land, yeah, we'll just eat his life if we do that, but we're going to try to bait it. Crusher. This is going sideways pretty quickly. Except we can drop, you know what? Pestilence. I wonder if this guy runs just a pure counter spell. I mean, if you're going to run white borders, at least be consistent. Look at this. He's got 2 black borders. Terrible. All right, here we go. 2 cards in hand. He could condescend for 4. Well, that's curious. Do we castigate? I think we castigate here. We'll eat the crusher next turn, but because this guarantees our pestilence sticks. If he's got bounce, removal, counters, you got to kind of force this now. Castigate. Boy, that needs some better art. A little too cartoony for my taste, but what you gonna do? Might be running a copy or two of Ristic Study. Good call, Mike Man. That's a great card. Castrate with Castigate. Yes. Come on, sucker. Fall for it. Let me see it. What you got? What's he going for? He's getting a little flustered here. Unless it's rewind, I think we're feeling pretty good. Oh, he's suggesting he has... Ooh, look at this. All right. So the repeal hits. Double crusher. This guy likes to bounce stuff. All right. Well, we got to drop our pestilence and hope he doesn't have another bounce. Because that's game if he draws dead. But we're going to have to sack quite a bit of stuff. Interesting. We got to kill 4 things. Oh, what's the vote, guys? Okay. We only need 2 to hit him. 1. I feel like giving him back some stuff here. I don't want the Griff to die though. In case he can draw into like some bounce, so sacrifice 2. 1, 2. And I will block. Maybe I should block this. So I only take 1 damage. I'm going to feel like a big time fool if he's got bounce or some answer to pestilence, but save land to cast Guardian if you need to cast it. All right, so we win that one. That was a little nerve-wracking because that's why I didn't want to get rid of the Griff, because I didn't want him to draw another card saying 2 repeal main. All right, so against this kind of a deck, we've got all kinds of answers, but I'm gonna favor Contaminated Ground. Enchanted land is a swamp, and whenever it becomes tapped, you lose 2 life. Excuse me. So bring in 4 of those. We're going to lose our Disfigures. And other than that, We've got a lot of bounce stuff. Yeah, relic might be good. I didn't see too much along the way of that, so I don't want to dumb down stuff too much. I have another Siphon Life just for control matchups and stuff. Might be pretty good. Maybe lose a Seraph. I want to stay aggro, though. I'm just going to do this for now and see. And if you notice, our 2-curve is just, whoa, this is like 2-curve city, but almost every land comes into play tap, so that's on purpose. Held on to that feeling, says person 34. Yes! All right, here we go. I might try it. I always like that archetype, says our opponent. Oh, sorry. I got to kind of ignore him here. Hopefully I'll message him afterwards and keep. Yeah, people are always fond of decks when they win. Of course, if I crashed and burned with that, maybe he'd be like, what are you doing, you idiot? I'm sure he wouldn't be that rude, but we'll see. He's probably thinking I'm rude because I'm not talking, but it's because I have so many hotkeys set up. If I start typing, all of a sudden we roll the commercials. So got some ways around that, but it always seems to sneak through. All right. Well, what do you say, guys? Keep them honest. I don't want a Knight's Whisper because we just got too much stuff, so Castigate it is. Already regretting not running 4 of these. And what's this? Condescend for 1, probably. Hey, but it's better that than nothing. Still got a card. Nope. We'll go like this. We've got 2 journeys. Part of the combo. Love Read the Bones. Knight's Whisper. I think we got 3 and 3 of those if my memory serves. And you got to be back, write down everything while we're running. Not quite sure. JSEG1980, good to hear from you. I don't talk even in real life until the match ends. That might be a good policy. We're going to let this live for as long as it wants to. It's going to take a heck of a lot of time for that to really worry us. Got to save our journeys for the good stuff. I'm sure he's running. We got to keep in mind too. This is when I'm not going to play the Basilica there just because I don't want to run out of cards or have to ditch any. Yes, we do have Retrace, but not in hand. So we'll eat some life, fill back up. Good times. Here we go. Hopefully this build doesn't even run Rolling Thunder. We'll see soon enough. What is this? Oh, I thought he was casting a ninja. I like banter too much to not talk, says person 34. Yeah, if I've had a little bit too much to drink, I get awfully chatty. But I think that's true of just about everybody. We'll drop our critter. See if this lives. If it eats a counter spell, probably Condescend for 1 again. Miscalculation. I love that spell. I don't know why more people don't run it. I mean, don't like it there because it made our hands suck. But what are you going to do? We'll probably Read the Bones and bounce. Let's see. And, hey, anybody out there been having fun with Augur of Bolus? It's been getting some 5-0s in that new Delver red list. That just it seems like if I ran Delver with red, I would run a few more burn spells. It's weird, but can't argue with the results. Was it Ninja in the Trees or whatever the guy's name is? He's doing wonderful with that list. I hope Miscalculation gets a modern reprint. Yeah, it sorely needs one. That thing looks atrocious. It's a great card. Oh, I love Read the Bones. Read the Bones. Look at the bones. Look at this. Okay, mister. Nope. I'll go like this. I'll play it safe. Bring back the Crossroads. We got a permanent blocker here. Seagate's not doing much of anything. I think we got a little bit of luck. He gets he might have a ton of counters. He maybe comes the repeal. Didn't even catch what he repealed. Was it his own Prism? Not quite sure. There it is. All right, this will be an interesting turn. We'll drop this. Always be careful when you drop Journey to Nowhere. Make sure they can't respond with something that makes it eat your own guys. He's probably got a repeal in his hand. But it's not going to be an end of turn nasty trick at all. All right, we'll drop this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? I'm gonna edict right now. Not that the Oracle's worth it, but if I flash it back, I want it to count. I don't want it to have to eat that. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of liking these plays. It's like our miscalculations are he's going down on cards. We're even, and he's kind of been forced to counter some pretty blah stuff. So hopefully he's not drawing into some good stuff. Wow, I've never seen Disrupt in competitive list. Yeah, I like that card too, and the artwork for it too. I used to run a version of this in Is It Blitz for a while. That was a fun time, but no longer. Okay. Well, he just turned on our edict. Let's see, 2, 4, 6. Of course, we have it coming to play tap land, but we'll see. Love the quote on Disrupt. I didn't even check it out. Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration? Yes, the condescending flavor text of Blue Mages. So we have... I can edict. What I want to do right now is Pestilence and see if I can blast through some of this counter magic. So we've got plenty to pay for it. I really should have paid with the Crossroads there. Of course, I guess I can only pop this twice. I used to run Disrupt for a while in our LGS tournament, says JSig1980. Yeah, when that card came out, I used to always just pop it in stuff and just loved it. No, we're gonna we'll take the down. I'm gonna attempt to edict next turn unless something goes down, but I'm not too worried about the Griffiths with regards to well, wait, when it dies. Wait, no, when it comes into play, you draw a card. Okay, cycling the goods. All right, this will be a lot bigger. Closer. No Lone Missionary, says Killer Trophy. Yeah, my other build. I'll go over that between rounds. Feel like it would help with the Pestilence. Oh, in his deck, yeah, maybe. With ours, it would just be like dunk, just instant dead critter. Hopefully, he's not journeying to nowhere here. I mean, bouncing our journey to nowhere. That's what I'm kind of afraid of. These little got to play it a little bit safe. And he's going to eat Pestilence. Doesn't pet hit you too? Oh yeah, it does. But we have the wall, so every time it's dealt damage, we gain that much life. So it feels pretty good. If I was in a real big rogue mood, I'd play Chaumano's Blessing on the wall and just go ape shit. Gain a life. Pop this. Kill this. There's a lot of neat turns too, holding down control and doing board wipes at the very end of your turn. You can really come across with some, how do you say, well, let's see, wait. 1, 2, he doesn't have Tron yet, does he? Yeah, he does. Well, if he's got it, he's got it. I'm going to save the swamp for something else. And 4, 5, 6, not sure if I like this play, but we're going to go with it. Clear out our board. You got a counter, you got it. Otherwise, I might get a little aggressive and drop Journey. Gosh, this guy's just... Oh, good. All right. That's good times. Cycles the remote isle. Yay! All right. Kind of at square one again. We know he doesn't have any counters. Otherwise, he probably would have used it on that. Here comes a bounce spell. Yikes. One thing we did not want to see. But we've got double Journey, so... It's all right. And definitely dump the Crossroads here. Boink in this. Keep black sources. And we take 8. Ouch. Big time pain. Yeah, that end of turn repeal. Dangerous stuff. All right. Can't take many more of those shots. Ouch, says JSig90. Yeah, that's what I was feeling. Those new dual cycle lands are sweet. Yeah, gosh, I could probably do a 10-hour show today if I could sit that long. But there's so much cool stuff with Amonkhet, and, you know, there's that set just seems so tough. Not as in like a compliment, just the actual backside of the creatures. Everything's like 1/4, 2/5. It's just crazy. Shirazamon says, Bicycle lands. Yeah, that's probably a good name for him. I bet that'll catch. Yikes. All right. Well, this isn't so bad. I mean, it looks horrible, but unless he's got Echoing Truth for our journeys, this is going to look like one of those turns where it's like, are you kidding me? And the guy goes on tilt. We'll go like this, cast this. This and this for this. And we'll pop this twice. I want to draw Siphon Life. I can't take another shot with these damn... I've got nothing in our yard that does much, so I'm saving on screen space here. Did you already discuss the common invocations? No, I didn't. You're going to have to elaborate on what you mean there. All right. He's probably drawing into another repeal here. I just want this game to go long. Good news about repeal, he's got to have that and counter magic to bounce it, but bad news is this stuff goes down. It hurts. I'm going to ping as much as we can here. Got to just keep dropping lands. If I get the retrace spell, Siphon Life, I've got to treat it safe or wisely, just because with regards to the Crusher being able to come out end of turn. Got to respect that. All right, let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Getting him in distance here. Come on, something good. No. All right. Well, Pestilence for 2. Tempted to do 3. As much as I dislike the new art on the invocation. Oh, you mean the Egyptian, that really strong Egyptian theme to everything. Yeah. Shiraz says, I'm still get a few counter spells if they are cheap. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It does look like they just came from some tomb in ancient Egypt and dug up. I do like that part of it, but uh-oh, this may be all she wrote. He bounces that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gosh, we can, you know what? I think should I let both journeys slide here? Because if I block, destroy 1, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'll be able to pop for 8 and wipe the board. I mean, I'm going to have to block. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Got to play for the long game here, and hopefully he doesn't repeal our Pestilence here, or our Wall of Hope. Either play, we're dead. And it's not even out, really. It'll be nice to wipe the board with Pestilence. I mean, I'll go to 2, and he'll go to 5. And maybe we'll draw some retrace stuff. Who knows? Still, pretty fun deck, fun match, all that good stuff. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Let's see. He's impulsing. 20 cards left to my 41. Definitely has the card advantage and the power advantage. But he does not have the deluxe advantage, whatever the hell that means. Plant. I feel like giving these guys better Tron lands. I think one of the dark bordered ones, I think I have like 20 copies of. It's ridiculous. What's important though is that I remember to Pestilence this turn too, because that will get him to within my range before the wall dies, blocking the Crusher. Spell Pierce is the other one, says JSig1980. Yeah. I really like Dark Ritual in the new set. Oh boy, that does it, doesn't it? Well, no, it doesn't. I can pop this. Pop this. Oh yeah, it does do it, doesn't it? Just trying to save time here. Let's see. Well, we'll wash away the Griff. Maybe we can pull this off. And hope for the best. I'm going to have 1 life at the end of this sequence, but we've got the journey back. Sacrifice 2 permanents. That's tempting, isn't it? If I sacrifice that and that, that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I like this play. He doesn't have any of the go grab land stuff, so I'll kill that and that. How you like them apples? And we'll still have a journey. Time for the most epic comeback. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's a comeback. We're at 1. Come on, don't do it. Oh gosh, if he hasn't. Oh, this is great. Oh wait, what am I talking about? I'm just gonna kill myself. What kind of plan was that? That cracks me up. Well, let's see. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, see, I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I could trip everything at once, but well, it'll cost him. Let's make sure I'm not doing anything crazy. I know I'm going to commit suicide here, but we could journey, and we could almost kill and flash back. I'm just trying to waste his clock here, guys. He's at about 8 minutes. We got 13. So, oh, shoot. I had control hidden down, too, but yeah, we could have wiped the board if we had the damn life for it. All right. So there wasn't much graveyard stuff. I do think, and we never saw our sideboard tech show up, Contaminated Ground. So feeling pretty good. I don't know what else I would bring in. Maybe a Siphon Life. No, we want all those lands. So I don't want to bring in the extra Siphon Life. I want to just keep dropping them for the Olmogs that slip through with the bounce. But I do want to make the game go long. And one of the best ways to do that, in my findings, has always been Relic of Prudentius. So we're going to go for the time win here. I'm going to ditch a House Guard and a Seraph, and I'm going to put in 2 relics just because they're time sinks. Seppuku, says Killer Tofu. That's right. I could just see Pauperganda in like 4 or 5 years when I have just thousands of videos to roll to and stuff. I don't know if you guys saw the new one with the Three Stooges I just posted today, but I'll have, like, if I make a mistake, I'll be able to just roll to like some quick 5-second clip that makes fun of me screwing up. I don't like this. Mulligan. We'll keep this. Put that on the bottom. So glad we haven't seen Capsize. I'll drop this. We've got a nice turn. Obviously going to pick on the tower or the plant. I'll bring up the plant. We are picking on the plant officially. Here it comes. Boom, ba-doom. Screw the tower. The plant is our target. It's always the first one. Didn't draw a single contaminated ground last game, says Shiraz. That's right. And what's cool is that's a swamp. It's full on a swamp. It's not a power plant that's been enchanted, so you've got to keep that in mind. We've got a nice Castigate to stop any sort of shenanigans. Takes 2. Down comes a tower. Maybe he thinks that'll work, huh? Tower. Tower a power? Yeah, alright. Well, he's got that, so that kind of sucks. Oh, God, I wish this didn't come into play. Tap. Son of a gun. Oh, well. But we've got nice mana. We've always got mana. Good mana. Castigate. Don't hesitate. You got to wait before you propagate. Alright, Miscalculation's the only spell. He's got mine. He's going to go get the power plant. Take 2. I don't like that Miscalculation at all. I'm going to take the... yeah, I'll take the Miscalculation. I want my Guardians to hit, and same with my Pestilence. Gotta keep in mind, too, you got so much removal in this deck, but gotta keep in mind the end game. A lot of times you feel like, I gotta get that Mold Drifter, and it's like, well, it's gonna die to an activation of that. So we've got to also remember, Guardian Guild Pack is golden against this kind of deck because, repeal what? It's like, good luck. It's invisible. Killer Tofu says, started from the bottom, and now we are here. Yes. Alright. Come on, Contaminated Ground. Actually, I just want some mana now. And with the toughness of Seagate and Algarabolus and a lot of the creatures lately, it's pretty cool for these kind of decks. Is it going to take 2 and counter it? No. Alright. Oh, wait. He couldn't have. That's right. He's only got the 1. Okay. Well, here comes our soft lock. I'd really like some more mana. Is this when the big fatty drops? Nope. Alright. Let's see. He's probably got some counter magic. That's why I'm mad we're not drawing enough mana here. 6 minutes to 12. Feeling good on that end. Regardless of the outcome, this has been a pretty fun match. Good God, almost at 40 minutes. Haven't even played one round yet. This might be tough to do all 5 rounds, Shiraz, but I'm going to give it a try. Boy, talk about a nice wide opening. He must have repeal in his hand. Just kind of going all out like that. Okay. Boy, we like that he's playing Relic. This will slow him down. I brought that in to slow him down. Now he's slowing himself down. This is good times. All right, that worked out good. Boink. 2 worth of 2, worth of 4. Nah, I'll stay back. Tron is a slow game. It'll speed up. Yeah, it's going to speed up now. He's got everything he needs. Just drew a fresh hand. Got the 2 prisms out. All of a sudden, Contaminated Ground's not feeling too good. Of course, it's the 4 damage he's taken has been from that. So, who wouldn't pay that for a Fire Blast, right? Ouch! Scour from Existence. First time I've ever had that played on me. Exile. Target permanent. Well, there goes my Auramancer idea. Oh, and you know what? I believe those can also hit the Guardians. Not good. Alright. Well, I don't want to be chipped apart in the air. And I don't think we will be because of this. Bum, 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 bum. Cue the trumpets. Come on. Here's the counter. What do we got? Ouch. Miscalculation, condescend for 2. Cat Party 88, good to see us. Has Scour Existence become more common in Tron? First time seeing it played. Yeah, ditto. I don't think it's common. It's just definitely works against this deck. It's like, why couldn't we go against normal Tron? We might actually have a game here. First time I've seen it played, said Shiraz. Yeah, I think we're all in agreement. Everybody's wondering. It sure seems like a masterstroke versus this. All right, some stuff's got to go down here. Boy, I want this game to go long, but let me see. I want to nab that, kill that. I don't know if we're even going to be able to. This isn't looking so good all of a sudden. A lot of creatures. We really need a Pestilence here. He's probably sitting on counter magic. So our game plan has got to be more of the stall him out persuasion. Yeah, a lot of these, what are they called? These... it's when they don't have a color. Can't think of it. That was an interesting play. The end of turn cycle there. Well, power plant's in the house. Mine's in the house. Let's drop it on the power plant. I probably should have done it on the mine. What you gonna do? Colorless, the void. That's the right. Thank you, Cat Party 88. The void. What's going down here? He's floating the mana. That's nice. Oh, that's interesting. Oh wait, no, I thought it happened after the fact. That'd be a trip. Is he bouncing his own stuff with repeal? I think that's non-land though. He's probably reading that now. It's 4 minutes. 4 minutes remaining. I totally forgot the part where he pitched the relic. Did anybody else see that? I completely... Yep, that lost me. Alright. We'll go get the big fatty. This is a time game now unless we draw a Pestilence and he doesn't have any counter magic. Why did I do that? I'll go here. I'll pass it up. Here comes 4 if he's playing on us. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yikes! That'll make us regret that. Unfortunately, guys, I don't think we have enough time to kill this guy, especially if he's sitting on bounce and counter magic. It started strong. What started off as a joke has turned into a nightmare. Very nightmarish indeed. Come on, something. Aww. Power plant. And we'll just sacrifice these to the crusher is the plan. I don't think we're going to live very long, though. Cycling. Come on. Take more time. Go get a coffee. Relax a little bit. You'll be fine. Now. That's not really going to buy us. The edict's not really going to buy us anything. Ah, yeah. All right. Well, there went another minute. This is not good. Yikes. Oh, boy. Yeah, this one's over, folks. Dead as a doornail. 1, 2. Starting off with a big fat loss. Can we survive? Yay! Wastes. He's got us. Darn it. It would have been nice to start off the turning with a win, but what you gonna do? Hopefully we don't run into a bunch of Demir control and other Tron decks. This is just taking an atrocious amount of time. Hey, maybe he'll start showing off and doing all this stuff when he's already got the game and time himself out. I doubt it. Alright, so we're conceding that one. I'll go over the deck list real quick and then we'll come back for round 2. We're going to play all of them live today, ladies and gentlemen. But for right now, I'm going to roll to a commercial because I've got to use the little boys' room. I'll be right back.
This picture business is tougher to get into than I figured.
Don't worry. A bad beginning is a good ending.
Certainly. If at first you don't succeed, keep on sucking till you do succeed.
Welcome to Decklist Assist. Here to help assist me is the common we all know and love, Tim.
Thanks, D. Ladies and gentlemen, Papa Magic games have countless variables and almost infinite options to create with, so it can be quite daunting when you first start a new deck idea. Our Decklist Assist is here to provide a 6-point checklist, allowing you to roughly determine how solid your deck will be within a given metagame. 6 being the top deck score, whereas 2 may suggest you need to keep tweaking your brew. First on our checklist is Evasion. An evasion ability is an ability an attacking creature has that restricts what can block it. Flying, Shadow, and Landwalk abilities are just a few examples of some of the many evasions Pauper has to offer. Simply put, if your creatures lack evasion, your opponents have more options. And more options mean more ways to negate your strategy. Additionally, score spells like Apostle's Blessing as having evasion since they grant it for a turn. But keep in mind, if you're only running one spell in your 60 that fits our example, it may be more accurate to score our Apostle's Blessing example at a 0.5 or lower. Judge accordingly. Graveyard. This is a broad category and can simply mean including a few cards with flashback, all the way to basing your entire deck around a graveyard engine like Tortured Existence style decks. Your graveyard should be doing something to promote the game state. If your graveyard just sits there and collects discarded efforts of battle, you should have a great reason why. A lone copy of Grim Harvest or one of the many amazing retrace cards can go a long way in making your deck design shine and pull off games it would otherwise be losing. Draw. It's no surprise that blue shines at this, so we're going to ignore its vast catalog of draw within Pauper. I should know. Instead, let's look closely at the other colored options and try to include some draw wherever possible. It can be something as simple as playing cards that cycle. Look to sneak blue into builds that don't have it. In other words, find ways to draw cards outside of blue. Here are just a few non-blue gems. If they're not in your deck list, have a clear reason why they're not. Knight's Whisper, Faithless Looting, Croson Tuska, Abundant Growth, Manamorphous. White is the hottest color to bend this rule, and it can be rough, but using runes of protection instead of circles of protection will allow you to pick and choose when and if you play the enchantment, or draw a card with cycling. However, this should be done only in white heavy mana builds. Additionally, Spellbombs, Chromatic Spheres, and Stars, as well as the king we all play and use, Gitaxian Probe, are all great ways to incorporate draw outside of blue-based cards. Removal. Removal often means the difference between winning and losing. Remember, every metagame is different and requires a good estimation of how much removal you'll need.
You should aim for flexible removal in your starting 60 wherever possible. In other words, removal that does something even if you have no targets. For instance, Acacian Javelineers, Piracy Charm, Capsize, Stinkweed Imp, Evan-Cause Justice, Crypt Rats, Fume Spitter, any direct damage spell that can target creatures and players, Shinin of Life's Roar, Quicksand, Prismatic Strands, Hydroblast, Pyroblast, Tendrils of Corruption, Rancid Earth, Martyr of Ashes, Gutshot, and Baird Longbow are just a few examples of the many flexible options available when choosing your main deck removal options. Life gain. To date, there is no counter for life gain in Pauper. Some strategies like Tokens and Gone take this to the extreme, gaining so much life that many Tier 1 decks like Delver simply can't do enough damage to matter. Think about it. Most decks are designed to deal 20 damage as fast as possible. By including life gain in your deck, you're fundamentally changing the life equation to favor your game plan. White and green excel at this, so we're not going to list many of those gems. However, here's a quick list of cards you can consider for gaining life. Silvok Lifestaff, Tendrils of Corruption, Brindleboard, Gnaw to the Bone, Pulse of Marasa, Siphon Life, Crypt Incursion, Corrupt, Radiant Fountain, Armadillo Cloak, creatures with lifelink like Bolt Scourge, and the dual lands that grant 1 life. Bottle Gnomes and the sneaky Children of Corliss are just a sample of options in the vast pool of Pauper. Mass Sweeper. Often spot removal isn't enough to get the job done. I should know. Somewhere in your 75, you should have the ability to take out multiple threats in one card. This is our least important category, but if you can attain it, all the better. Here are some top choices to consider so you don't get trampled by the weenie masses. Fade Away, Evan-Cause Justice, Shrivel, Wail of the Nim, Crypt Rats, Martyr of Ashes, Electricity, Carkhand Shaman, Bloodfire Dwarf, Sandstorm, and even Prismatic Strands if you have enough blockers of a different color than your opponent. So there you have it, a simple 6-point system to provide you with a Pauper checklist. If your brew scores a 5 or 6, chances are it's going to be solid. Keep in mind that there are plenty of Tier 1 decks that bend or even break the above advice. That being said, this should provide a solid roadmap on your quest to become a better player and deck designer. Thanks, Tim. And remember, players often focus only on the deck and not the sideboard. Play your entire 75 and plan accordingly, because 2/3 of Magic are your sideboarded games.
And we're back. Hope you guys liked that. It's been a while since I've shown that one. I started playing about a minute or two ago. Just read the bones and Night's Whispered myself. Ada Edict with the Wall of Hope, so hopefully going against Demir, of course, the thing I just said last round, I'm like, hopefully we don't play against Demir, because it's a bad matchup and it goes really long, and we're trying to play all 5 rounds today, but the fates would have it. Here we are. 1, 2, 3. Gonna drop a Castigate. Try to rip some removal. I'd really like to, I just want to see what's in his hand. That's pretty much the majority of it. Let's see here. The White Dwarf used to call guys like that beardy. Not sure if that was a British term or Warhammer meta term, says Cat Party 88. Beardy. I'm not quite sure what that's in reference to. Something I must have missed on the video. Counterspell. Okay, well, that's good. I ate one of those. No, we're going to go like this because we have more. Well, if we could draw a wall. Yeah, I think that was right the first time. I'm going to pay 2 black for the Night's Whisper. Keep our hand nice and fat. Yeah, we'll drop this. Exile this. Get rid of Chainer's Edict. Feeling pretty good. It would have been nice to drop Wall of Hope there, but so we're going to be able to run over. Now, this is the thing. See, Chainer's Edict's the only way out other than Agony Warp, and a lot of builds aren't running that lately. So this is just a crazy mean card, the Guardian, but Edicts eat it. That's why we're running Angelic Renewal. Shiraz, if you want to bring that up in the card chat thingy, bobber, robot, whatever the thing's called, that would be appreciated. Mike Man said, should have never mentioned Demir, although it shall not be named, lest you want to play it all day. Yes, it was listening. What are we doing here? No edict, no edict, no edict. It's like the no whammies. All right, here we go. Now we've got room for our good stuff. I'm going to drop Pestilence. I think 2, 4, 6. What do you think? Drop Pestilence and Castigate. I think that's the turn. Castigate, then drop Pestilence. Trying to grab any sort of edict effects. Doink. Let's see what you got. Echoing Decay. Does nothing, does nothing, does nothing. Look at this. Alright, well, somebody screen grab that for me and help me out here. I'll play like a team. Got to get rid of something. Guess we'll get rid of the biggest card drawer. The Decay's not going to do anything against us. And then we'll drop our nice tech here and say, good luck, Chuck. Instead of taking 3, I'm going to sit back. Next turn, I'm going to activate, castigate, reverberate. Sound like a bad In Excess song, don't I? Love Angelic Renewal's art, says person 34. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Cat Party 88. Demir should just go the way of Voldemort, Macbeth, and not to generate so many mystical energies around it. Agreed. I don't know if these people understand how pestilence works. Well, we definitely want to pull that out. Gosh, I wish I had enough for just one more of those. We'll go boom. And we could eat a an edict here. But see now, if Ratlock does happen, let's say he has Chittering Rats and Flicker and everything, because we already know he's holding a Chaomancer, we've got an answer. And this figure is just so important to this kind of style. Alright. And the good news is, we've got him on the defensive. Can't really play creatures. This is when it feels like a lock, but we all know better. Demir has so many ways to wiggle out of things. I have to see what he's going to grab here. He grabbed Preordain. Interesting. So he doesn't have the answers in his hand. Let's see what this equates to. Bottom. Bottom. We like that. Nothing better than going looking for stuff and it ain't there. And we're the aggro here, so I'm going to pop. He's probably looking for an edict. Good news is he didn't draw one there. Come on, castigate. All right, well, we'll go like this. Try to get out of the realm of, hey, all right, that's really good news. Pop. What's neat about popping this one by one, if he does answer, we still have an answer for it. So this one's feeling pretty good. We still got this figure bait up. Coming in, even a, well, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. One more, and he could double edict us. That would kind of suck, but then we've got the Guardian backup, and he's tapped out. Maybe that's what's happening here. Alrighty. Now, if he tries to flicker this, we've got this figure again. So, hey, well, this happened last time. Let's not get our hopes up. We don't have the best game against Tron, and we don't have the best game against Demir. And what did we face the first round? Tron. And the second round? Demir. So we'll put that at 6. And I'll put this at 3. And we'll figure out the next one next. So, Contaminated Ground, not going to do too much here. What we really like is Angelic Renewal and the Relics. I think we're going to rely on our combo to get a lot of the stuff done. I'm going to lose all but one Edict, one Journey. Really like Siphon Life. I'm going to try to make room for that. Seraph, not so important here. We've got this figure's going to really shine. I'm going to lose all the Edicts, actually. Just keep 2 Journeys in. Mainly being, I don't want to kill stuff as, this figure is a necessary evil, but I don't want to kill stuff as much as possible. I really like to journey the rats. Of course, we do have relics, so probably shouldn't worry too much about that. So we lost the Seraph, Contaminated Ground. They're already playing black, so we'll see how this feels. Yes, this is a League Cat Party. Yes, that is a pretty cool name, Cat Party 88. I like it. I can't help it. My hopes are up, says Mike Man. Yeah, I'm eternally cursed with that too. That's why I did that little curly video. I've always been a Three Stooges fanatic. I always like that. If at first you don't succeed, keep on sucking till you do succeed. Got my kids raised on the Three Stooges. Good stuff. A lot of racism though. Holy crap. If you watch some of the old ones, good grief. There's so much racism in that show. It's not even funny. All right, we're going to drop the Guild Gate. Because that was back. They were airing right when World War II was happening. So they called Japanese people Japs. And there's all kinds of like cringe-worthy stuff where you're like, oh my gosh. It's like, can't believe they're saying that. But This feels good. We'll be able to... no, we won't be able to castigate. Got a little time sink out, though. We'll drop the Basilica. Very slow first turns. That's why, again, disfigure's another good thing for it. So, love the Stooges and the Little Rascals, says Mike Man. Yes! Fourth graders. As Cat Party. Guilty. I love that. Simple, fun humor. That's good stuff. Alright. Just going to castigate here. Keep him honest. Start eating up his graveyard. Feeling pretty good. About the only change I'd make, and I'm not sure. You know, it's like, do I lose castigate? I mean, do I go back up to 4 and like, what do I lose? Maybe one of the a Knight's Whisper or such, but it just feels really right now. I think it's 3 and 3 if my deck list is current. And I'll be posting this on Facebook along with the one of you suggested I put the text file in all of them, and I've been doing that for long enough now. Like sometimes a file will get corrupt and I have to re-import it and just copy, paste, import, boom. Love it. Plus it's nice looking back on it. I wish I'd done that from day one. All that time. Let's see. Well, maybe we can drop a wall. What I really want to do here is Knight's Whisper. Gain some life. And true of all rogue decks, biggest advantage this one has is like people are like, what the hell is happening? And that's good times. 19 minutes to 20. We're only up by a minute, so got to kind of watch my tongue. Gonna get. And another neat thing, Wall of Hopes. I mean, who wants to kill that? But it will eat Edict effects, and it blocks ninjas and Seagate Oracles. It's a really good card. I just have a sneaky suspicion there is a tier 1 deck based on this. Not even Pestilence, just being able to gain. It seems like you'd be able to gain infinite amount of life. I think there is one with Guilty Conscience and stuff, but it's like a 20 card setup or something like that. But hey, it got quiet, guys. Chime in. I want to make sure. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Mike Man. Appreciate that. All right. Here we go. All right, that's what we really want to see. We'll drop another. Start keeping them honest here. I'm going to siphon here. You want to start countering spells, sucker? Here we go. Now I'm going to bounce a land. Keep you honest. Keep that going. And we'll attack for 0 with defenders. What is the significance of your avatar today, Mage of Remembrance? It's just a little homage of this deck used to, or versions of it, things that ran Pestilence and Wall of Hope, used to be a tier 1 deck, maybe 1.5, but it was always in the standings, and like 2005 or 6-ish, back when Empty the Warrens and stuff, it was always, I think that a player, Riza or something, had the most like success with it, and it ran like Renewed Faith and things like that. But yeah, it's just over time. It's I don't know why it's not being played anymore. It's a good deck. All right. Should I be patient? We've only got one of these. I think we're going to be patient. Let's see. We'll drop a Baron. See how we can. All of our lands is just like, oh, it's such good times. Everything works. We'll go like this and eat his life. We like the Seagate being out there. It's good times. Let's see if I'll counter this. First time in a competitive game I have played Angelic Renewal. Like I said, I put this up in theory and just was like, you know what? Going to play it live, all 5 rounds. Hope for the best. So far, not too hopeful. Maybe we'll go 1-1. We'll see. To me, it's like worth 3 wins if we're able to beat Demir after the changes I made, because this was easily the deck I didn't want to see. Now we're seeing it, and good stuff. Maybe, and hey, come on. Little applause around in the peanut gallery. Look at that patience I showed, right? I didn't drop Pestilence. I thought that was pretty cool. Pestilence is Redunk and Pauper Cube. Always a nice snap pick when you get the Guardian and probably going to sweep the draft. If you draw it. Yeah, that's a good point. All right. Well, he's definitely probably has counter magic here. No Mole Drifter in this deck, though. This is Mikey00R00. Good to see you. Thanks for chiming in. I like this. I'm going to try to disfigure here. Hold on. If I play that, yeah, I'm trying to see if he's got some sort of trick. I'd like to save it for the rats, but I want Pestilence to come out, and I hope he's counter happy here. Or he's watching the stream. That would suck. What do you think? Should I drop it? I've shown patience for this long too. 4, 6, 7 he's got. I'm going to do it. I'm walking a counter spell, but what you going to do? You got it? He's got it. All right. Well, 2 down, 2 to go. I was considering running, what is it, the Oromancer, just to go grab the Pestilence, but then, and I'll show you that deck later. It's it runs off of Tortured Existence and Oromancers and Angelic Renewals. Really good on paper, but again, if this deck didn't exist, I think I'd be playing it today, but Deadweight's not as good as this figure right now. You get that rat lock, it's terrible. Pauper says, Renewal's busted with a lot of cards. I got rocked recently with Angelic Renewal on the Walker of the Grove. Yeah, that's a cool deck. We covered that about 4 or 5 months ago, I think. That's a neat one. Good to see you all. Thanks for joining me today. I was pretty shocked. I never look at much with regards to Twitch, and it said I had 250 followers now, so nowhere near about a quarter of what we got on YouTube. So if you haven't chimed in or give us a little heart love, let's try to get them numbers up. Maybe see if they can match YouTube. All right. He's got 2. He's probably digging for a counter spell here at that move. I got to keep a mana open to pop the... We're looking at time here. We got him on 2 minutes here. Walker's another good one with Fault Grinder. Yeah. Good stuff. All right, so he's dropping Aqueducts. What do you think? Hey, this is timely. Love when Bog comes up and keeps me from being too impatient with Journey here. I'm going to drop this just because outside of Capsize, I don't think they really have an answer for that. And again, it's just going to make the game go long. If you really look at a Demir list, there's the only thing that survives our removal and stuff is Seagate Oracle, and it's like, big deal. Come let us gain life by blocking. So now we're really safe against Edicts. I mean, we've just got insurance all day long. Discarding Preordain is scary. I don't think he did discard. I think he played it. It might have been earlier. Sorry for the delay there. One of these years, Twitch will be full speed. All right, little time sink here. We'd probably be down to like 17 life if not for the walls. So, and now we don't really care about our stuff, so we'll just start gaining life. This is like our alt win condition. I think they bring in a lot of hatred for creatures, and you just start nibbling their life away. Oh, okay, Mikey. I'm just gonna call you Mikey 0. Good call. Thanks for catching that. Heck, again, sorry. I'm about 20% of the player I am when I'm broadcasting, because got to wear a lot of hats and try to keep you guys entertained and stuff like that. So I miss a lot of stuff. Like even when I look at people's hands, I'm not even like looking right now. I'm just like, yep, I'll try to kind of remember it, but normally I write down everything, cross them off as we go, all that good stuff. All right. Well, yes. Don't have it. Don't have it. Don't have it. Come on, baby. This is going to be beautiful if this sticks. Woohoo! Oh, that's pretty. Going to gain 3 life. Or 2 life, I should say. We'll keep it out so I can sweep. Were you streaming Pauper earlier on Mikey? I'm not sure. I think that's a question of Mikey. Sorry, I read that. I hear you. I started recording videos recently and I just don't play well. Oh, yeah. I hear you, Mikey. That's the bane of my existence too, man. Hey, this is good time. I'll just kill him with Pestilence. let's close this out for a little more screen real estate. Everything looking and sounding good, guys. If you want me to make cards bigger, I think we're kind of at the max here. Hopefully you could see everything. Beautiful, says person 34. Hopefully that's in reference. And we're going to drop some goods here. And the turn, going to gain, what, 4 life? Is that it? Yeah, hopefully we can just keep the timer going here. Well, that's good times. I mean, we don't really want much else here. I'll do that. Discard this. Eat some more life. Feeling good. Gaining life. Pestilence for 1. Gain 2 life. That feels pretty cool. Pretty nasty lock when it happens. But now you see all of his creatures. Chittering rats. Mole drifter. It's like, I kind of like Sea Gates. Like, if he gets rid of these guys, it's Pestilence still lives. All right. Should we use it? Yeah, why not? Certainly. Counter that. Once it's out, it's like a seal. Hi, Jade, says Tackerding. Good. I'm not quite sure who the Jade person is, but hi to you too. Oh, this is the tricks he was hiding, eh? Well, we'll let one go before popping everything. He's probably got another edict behind this. 2, 4, 6, 7. You could drop another edict. Yeah. Can't really respond to that, so. Alright. Well, there goes our fun party. Way to blow it there, mister. Mike Man says, haha, suck it, nerd. I love belligerence. It's so refreshing. Alright. Well, we really got the pestilent party going on here. Pop for 4. Let's see what he's got. I'll open this up again. Getting him into within Siphon Life territory here if he does have double, triple, whatever answers. Alrighty. That ain't gonna do, buddy. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna pop this. Pop it again. Get a little 3-for-1 action. Pop it again. Still got 1 floating. This is going to be important if he's got the flicker tricks, which he probably does. Echoing Decay on what? Alright. Alrighty. Do a lot of this. We don't want to eat our siphon, so if I draw a land, I'm going to put it on the stack, trip it, because we've already got 2 relics live. Let's see what he's got here. 7 of 37, feeling pretty good, but hey, we've been here before. Lackerding says, the WE Pestilence. Yes. Of the Orzhovian Persuasion. Hey, look at this. Hopefully he'll, is he going to cast this and keep Pestilence alive? Going to have to think twice about that. Should I trip it? What do you guys think? Should I trip it? Gonna get 2 Sea Gates back. I'd rather be able to eat his life. I'll let him have it. Hopefully he plays them. I could have tripped it, but I don't want to eat that. That's Siphon Life. I love that card. Love, 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 love it. Wishing he was a little less aware, but what you gonna do? Alright, this is what we kind of wanted to draw here. We will hold down Control, Siphon Life. Oops. First of all, we'll undo my jackass move there. Hold down Siphon Life. Pitch this while it's on the stack. We'll trip this. Draw a card. Good times. As we drew another land, so we'll do it again. Feeling good now. All right. Trip it. Rip, rip, pop it. You guys are full of it. Hey, Lacquer Ding, cap up. Everybody else is yelling. Come on now. It's the Pauperganda way. Get that caps lock key on. Got no sensitive snowflakes around here. Bring it. All right. What has he got? What has he got? Can we eat the life? 11 minutes to 15. Doing good on all fronts. If we draw anything, it's good. 2 counter spells down. What's he got here? Mold Drifter, maybe? Dun, 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 dun. Stop it! I know. Here comes the chain. Hopefully we can drop a... it'd be so funny if he goes all out and then we just drop a Pestilence again. It's like, whap! Wipe the board. 41 lives, nothing to joke at. We might actually win this game 3 on time if he's able to pull this one off. Famous last words. This is when you just love this spell. Go get 2 of something you want. Kind of you gotta counter that. Yeah, I would think so. All right. I had tunnel vision, says Pearson 34. Not liking this little gaining little bits of life, but this deck's not really known for hitting hard. And the good news with Retrace, we're not sitting here holding lands. I don't think we have Olmogs, and I don't even think this deck runs Capsize anymore, which I have no idea why. Hey, look at that. It's a really badly priced bear. But he's probably got the flicker in hand, so that might really suck. Come on, Disfigure. We're going to go like this. Hope for the best. Hey, check that out. Let's do this first. Don't like this against the Chittering Rats board, but woohoo! You know, it'd be funny is to keep both of these because he's probably got counter spells. Let's do it. We'll say top, top, drop, slop. Another counter spell. Look at this. We're going to have to see quite a few. Ooh. Exclude shows up. I walked right into that one, didn't I? Winning by letting him read his bones. Awesome. All right. 2-4. If we drop another basic, that'll be really funny because it might eat a counter spell and then drop another one. Not sure if that was the best play, but it is kind of how we can win here. Keeping the Sea Gates alive and eating all the good stuff. Of course, now, let's see if we can drop it. Here comes a counter spell. Okay. Kill that. Maybe next turn we'll get it. Basilica. Basilica come out tomorrow. Alright. Got the Siphon Life. Well, if he's got a counterspell, this will be a game, but otherwise I think we've got this one wrapped up if he doesn't. Gosh, how many counterspells is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4. Sorry for the Sesame Street reaction. Keep them both. That's kind of what I was thinking, Shiraz. Boop. How you like me now? Boom, boom. Boom. Hup, boom, ba boom, boom. Could argue keeping that. I just want to keep my, yeah, we'll go like this. Nice little insurance plan. It's like, hey, you know that Guardian that I'm going to drop soon? Look at this. Okay. Interesting. Oh, okay, yeah, because he wants to kill Pestilence. All right. Yeah, good news. We draw pretty much anything. We've got game, right? Nice little board wipe there. Only got the Sea Gates. It's at 9 minutes. He's got to beat us again. We're at 13. Draws nothing. If we draw anything here, it's good. This is why I like Siphon Life so much. See, it's a dead draw. Sucks, but doesn't now. Boop. Should I trip it? I'm going to go for the extra pressure. Well, yeah. I'll try to play a little slow here. After all, longer the game goes, more it favors us. He's on his heels, says Mike Man. Yep. Keep it down, Peanut Gallery. Don't want to curse us. Be nice to go 1-1 against two decks we're supposed to go drop against. Woohoo! All right. So, hey, that feels really cool to me because it feels like I justified my own deck build there because I had a version that was similar to this. And I'll go over the deck list real quick. We still got 3 live rounds to go, guys, so don't go anywhere. The old list used to have 3 Skyfishers and the Aven Rift Watchers. I swapped them for Seraph of Dawn and the Early Disfigure package because, as I was mentioning, we were just getting ripped up by Chittering Rats and Ratlock and all that stuff. But, hey, went 2-0 against it, so that's feeling pretty good. Anyway, we'll just go into the next round here and hope for the best. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Congrats, says Lackerding. Thank you, sir. A good day any day, Demir goes down. Yeah, well, especially against Rogue, too. It's not like we had tons of creatures. But there is a token generator. It's an enchantment. You trip it, and it makes 2 tokens. I almost thought of running that because it's the same logic as Angelic Renewal, where you put it out there, and it can eat 2 edicts. But the more I thought about it, Angelic Renewal just seemed kind of like Seal of Fire and Seal of Strength, where it's like once you put them out there, they're kind of uncounterable, and you've just got like this answer for quality as opposed to just having little cannon fodder critters. And plus, having 1/1s in a Pestilence style deck, not the greatest. I used to run actually Sands Enlistment in one of the builds. Obviously, don't want to run Pestilence at the same time, but it was against Demir. It was like, hey, I want to have creatures out, same sort of logic being, but in the end, it seems like Siphon Life's kind of the best way to go as far as eating. So, eating life, I should say. All right. Well, hey, to avoid any sort of junk, I'm gonna I'll roll to a few things just between. Actually, no. Let me go over that other deck list that I was talking about. Orzhov TE. This one, oh, never mind. We'll talk about it later. Good times. So we're 1-1. All 5 rounds attempted today. Good God. Been on almost an hour and a half. This is going to be a wallop of time. Well, so we have kind of everything we want. We're just really slow. So we're going to keep this. Need a deck running Sign in Blood, Seal of Doom, called Sign Seal Delivered. Oh, jeez. Walked right into that one, Mike, man. Good one. Duress. We don't like to see that. He's probably like, what in the hell is this? I'm not a fan of that artwork for Duress. I really like the Duress elf. It just, I don't know, looks too Jerry Bruckheimer to me. Duress is an elegant spell, not some gigantic electric dragon crap. No offense to the artist, just don't like it. Protection from monocolored would be devastating. Orzhov TE, can't wait. One of my favorite decks, says Pauper. Yeah, I'm liking it. Like I said, though, it's dead to Ratlock, which is that Demir control deck with the flicker. Because you want to run cards like Dead Weight, and it's not quick enough. So, and then you fall into the unsynergistic category if you start throwing in the instants and stuff like that. Maybe the dragon has really bad breath. Yeah, that'd be something to have breath to the. That's funny. He grabs my look to grab the other look. He must have something good in his hand. Regardless, we'll represent both colors here. Again, really, turn 1's all about just, and if you've noticed, we've had both colors on turn 1 almost every single game. That's kind of the point of it. It's like, yeah, it's a little overkill and it's a little slow, but with cards like Pestilence to wipe the board later, I think it's justified. Sign in Bloods. All right. We'll drop a wall to start eating some goods. And I'm going to drop this. I'm going to turn 3 play. Got Edict Bait out. Hopefully this is just straight up mono black because we all know how much mono black likes enchantments, right? That should be a good time. And so game plan is going to be to journey that. We don't want that in the yard. Let's see. Journey here. play Basilica. Next turn, we'll just see. Do we want life? I'll keep his graveyard on us. He's probably running some Unearth and stuff like that. But see, you put yourself in the opponent's hand here. You don't want to cast, you don't want to kill that wall. It just doesn't do anything. But again, you kind of have to, because Chittering Rats, Gary, everything's just going to bump into it all day long. And aside from Disfigure helping out at the end of combat, there's not much to be done. And I'm so used to playing counter spells the last 2 rounds. This is kind of nice. It's like, hey, you know what? If we play something, it's going to live. That's a fascinating theory. All right. This might have really good game against Mono Black. We'll see. So I'm sitting here biding my time. He might drop another Duress and end us with it, right? Oh, there went that idea. All right. What's going on? Mismatch Swamp. Yeah, this guy's got to go down. Ninja. Okay. Not too worried about that. I would really like to drop Pestilence, damn it. Go like this. I'll drop a Bog. Drop a Bog. Sounds like a good song combo. So yeah, I'm going to start trying to find little cool things in just everyday life, kind of like Adult Swim does, where they just have these little slice of life vids, and then all of a sudden you just see the Adult Swim logo on. That's what I was trying to do with that surfboard at the top of the show. It's kind of like a little slice of life stuff, maybe some street sign, whatever. Brother's got a sticker of Pauperganda in his machine shop. There's all these manly stickers, and then off in the corner, a little Pauperganda. Stuff like that. Okay, no duress, no duress, no duress. Next turn, we're just going to pop and forget. Okay. That kind of sucks. I'm going to put Pestilence out in case he does have duress. All right. So here we go with this. Enough of this stuff. Drop this. Really wanting to avoid killing all critters here, because their way back is unearthing, getting a bunch of 2/2s out and stuff. And so as long as Pestilence is alive, we really want that Guardian to come through here. Do I walk into a Disfigure, guys? I'm going to let it hit. But the logic being, if I activate, he's got Disfigure in hand anyway. This is going to feel really dumb if he Disfigures here, but we'll see. Has he got it? Yeah, he's got it. Shoot, I should have blocked. I'd be at 1 more life. Oh well. Don't like this. Change of plans. When you have the life advantage, I'm just going to pop this. I'll wait till next turn, but I will pop it both. Chittering Rats comes down, something like that. Just gotta wait. He's playing Okiba Game Shinobi, so bring that up and gather, please, Shiraz, if you would. All right. Is he gonna flip it? He is. So down comes this. Huh. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to pop it. Yeah, we're going to have to lose our stuff, but we'll just play it again. And maybe he'll keep it alive with playing a Chittering right now. Kind of a nice dilemma. It's like, do you lose tempo and kill Pestilence? Or do you lose tempo and let it die? Or do you stay on it? And who knows? He's going to... What's the word? The good news about those tokens, though, is like in scenarios like this, if you did have that enchantment out, you could bust it or raise the alarm and keep Pestilence alive. And then, it's up to you when you choose to do that stuff. So, cool. Pestilence lives. Not a fan of this play on this guy's end, but, maybe he's got a bunch of... same thing. I'm going to pass the turn. If he's got shenanigans, I pop it. I don't want to kill it this turn because then he's gonna go off. So that's when Chainer's Edict shows a little bit of its weakness. But I believe there's already one. Nope. I swore we already killed one of those. Oh well. What to do, what to do. Here we go again. Huh. I'm going to let this hit. Discard. All right. We got double flashback in the edicts, and I really want to just wipe the board. You never know. Well, that helps. At least we have an instant answer now. And you know, this is a really good deck against Delver. This is really good against Stompy. This I mean, it's such a good card. I don't think anybody's debating that part of it. And to prevent any shenanigans, we'll just go like this. Come on, Chit. Nope. Chitter, chitter. Super quitter. I'll stay ahead on life, hopefully. What am I doing? It's like I need some more coffee or something. This is just craziness. Boink. Might be able to just eat his life here. It's a pretty aggressive Okiba package. I kind of respect that, but not the lands, that's for sure. It would let Siri Lince die. I'm not quite sure. Pumpkin hitter? What's going on? I'm missing all these references. Get some more coffee here. Now he's up against it. He's like, oh crap, anything this guy draws, that's bad times. Cycles that. Down comes that. Boy, it'd be cool to drop Pestilence again. Just wipe. Let's see what you got. I would go all out. Yeah, that's what I would do, even though Chittering Rest doesn't get any value there. That's a Ball Lightning next turn. Woohoo! This is how you say, eat it, unless he's got an Edict. He's only got one card, though. Maybe it is an Edict. But you talk about a roadblock if he doesn't have Edict. I need a beer, says Leckerding. Yes. Merit Lager, hopefully. Hanging on couch impaired my typing. That's no problem. We can always deduce stuff. Let's see. Eye Blight. Well, have fun with that. Glad our opponent's playing that. Boy, Roadblock City. Oh boy. This is getting juicy. We still want to stay back. We're just going to kill, 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 kill. We can always... Not 6 is not worth 2. Guardian doesn't hit that hard. Yikes. Boy, that's a game again. Look at this. Ouch. I think I'm just going to play this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I don't even have a 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I'm going to get up to a Chainer mana. I'll get our life back a little bit. After this, we'll start gaining some life. Hopus beer. Ah, have you seen our Merit Lager commercial, Lackerding? That's where it's at, baby. Alright, we're going to always favor Chittering here. For the sheer reasoning of the devotion to black. Just don't want that to get too high. But he's probably out. Here comes another Okiba. Look at this guy go. Beautiful. He's going to eat a life. All of a sudden, this isn't looking so good. Thought we had this one wrapped up. Now look at this. Gary shows up, comes to town. Opponent's at 13. Got 2 more cards than we do and a big old board presence. Feeling pretty good. I'll just kill that now. 2, 4, 6. Still out of the race. Not out of the woods yet. Oh boy. Sign in Blood, anyone? I think we're going to die to Sign in Blood. That's got my vote. I like the old Ranger artwork. Oh, no. Should have bet against Gary. Kills us. MBC down 1 game with a big fat L. I keep really simple stuff until I go into the matchups later. So while I'm thinking about that, Demir we actually beat. So that'll come up to 4. Hey, I said 4, sucker. There we go. All right. Well, I didn't see much recursion. Journey, disfigures are good. Angelic Renewal's probably worth it. Any enchantments are really good. I'm not quite sure about that. Not much damage happening. Little increments. So now what to lose for 3 angelic renewals. These block almost everything in the deck outside of disfigure shenanigans. I'm going to take out a Knight's Whisper, a House Guard, and a Bones. And I think we'll do that. Let's see how it works. Good game, Gary, says J-Sig. Yeah, not good enough for us. My goodness. We're at the halfway point. I need like one of those old boxers in the corner going, "You can do it, kid. Stay with it. Eye of the tiger." This is the stage when I'm usually like, "Okay, we'll see you next week." Like, 2 more rounds. Hopefully we run in a burn and they just wipe the floor with us or something, and we get one of these rounds over in just a few minutes. But now here we go again, having to play 3 rounds again. But what am I bitching about? It's all good. We're all hanging out, playing the best game ever. Pauper, baby. A nice standard hand. We got kind of everything we need. Didn't see many edicts, so maybe he's of the edictless persuasion. Who knows? All right, I'll drop this. It's always feels nice when you can get an early Basilica out and it's done, and then all of a sudden F6 and it's turn 3 and you're like, "Hey, look at this. Everything's beautiful." So we're saving that disfigure. I'm going to just immediately snipe anything that slips through this next spell. I'll drop this. Oops. As I said what I was going to do and I misplay. Look at that. Should have kept it for the... but with that play sequence, we can actually drop a Guardian, and that'll be fun. Ooh, we don't like Edict, do we? Tendrils don't matter. I better write some of this down. Tendrils. Gary. Chittering. Victim. Rager. Swamp. What's the artist on this? LGW. With the symbol. Alright, we're going to grab Edict, because our next play is going to be Brutal with the Guardian. And we'll probably grab Gary with the next one. They want my theory about a non-chainer version of black, right? Let's see. Oh. Did he... Oh, shoot. Did he play that one? You guys see what swamp he dropped? I thought he dropped the Zendikar one. Chitter's out. Put a card on top of my library. Go like this. This is true. Of course, it's not a reveal button. There we go. Yeah, okay, so he did do that one. Boom, thank you for that reminder advice. A lot of times I forget about this nice little reveal option. You can check them off as they go along. Good stuff. Whoop, there we go. We got our roadblock out. Next we'll go grab Gary or something or other. Start swinging. I'm going to keep his mana down wherever possible. Rager's dead. So I got Tendrils, Gary, and oops, that's gone too. No big deal. Come on, another critter. Yeah, I'm gonna read the bones here. I wanna get some more critters out. Say bottom, top. Now we got Edict, Bait, Insurance. Next turn we'll start doing good stuff, I promise. Here we go. We didn't see. He's got a Victim of Night. I'm just gonna hold back, play D. Next turn we'll drop another Guardian, then we'll start playing. I promise. It doesn't show up on Goldfish yet. It says I think it's in the chest now. What are we talking about, guys? Oh, the Thorn of the Black Rose. Everybody's been asking about that. Alright. Oh, we'll get rid of this and this. What else you got? So we know that we know 3 of the... Oh, check this out. Good for him. Only thing I don't like about this card, boy, when the opponent's hellbent, you're just drawing so dead. Yeah, it'll be a neat sideboard card, the Rose card, and I haven't given it much thought, but from what I've looked at it, you know, when you get those decks without too much going on. All right. Enough of this patient stuff. Let's get moving. This will keep him alive. I don't like Gary. Does that. Keeps him in the game. I'm going to get rid of Gary. I'm going to play some life. Kill some stuff. Go to town. 2, 4, 6. One more mana, and we got flashback edict stuff going down. I'm going to keep him honest. He wants to attack. I'm going to block. He's forced him to, he's got, what, Tendrils and Victim of the Night in hand. Oh, get rid of this. Get rid of this. Tendrils comes down. So he's got Victim. I hate when you reveal it twice and it shows you they got double cards. It's like, no, they don't. All right. This is good times. Just stay ahead of the life race here. Fine trading off here. Keeping his board honest. We got Edict next turn. 2, 4, 6, 7. Maybe he's got Edict right here. Let's see. Nope. That's all right. Rexian Rager. We like this. Well. Let's go here to this. I froze for a minute. I thought I clicked that on myself. Target player. Me? What? Sacrifice? Huh? Anybody ever done that? That I have not done. I've never had that much alcohol. But I'm sure somebody out there has. Boy. You know, it shows the staying power Mono Black has. That first game, it felt over. And they ended up coming back. So I'm very hesitant to say have any sort of like, oh, we got this one. It's like, we might not. But it sure does feel good that we are able to castigate a, shoot. Well, it's not too bad. We draw a land, we still are able to play our spell. This guy sure likes discard. Even this play, I like it because if he does kill his own guy in response, our Guardian's kind of protected from everything, so that feels kind of good. So he's still holding a victim. 4 cards unknown. Hope you guys, let me know if you appreciate this 5 rounds or if it's overkill and you missed the old one, because I definitely vote for the latter. I was like, you know what, that's something I've never done before. Let's go all 5. Hopefully there's no upload issues. Sometimes the longer you go, the more Twitch bugs out, or you have to do 2 videos at once and junk like that. So hopefully we'll see. Aside from that, everything produces black except for 2 crossroads in the deck. Siphon's really been good. It doesn't seem like he has much graveyard tricks. I hate that he's at an odd number of life. We want even Steven in this one. Chime in, guys. It's been quiet out there. Make sure my feed's still going. Ah, shoot. There it is. All right. It's a game again. You got victim. Of course, the longer the game goes, might be able to just pestilence kill for the win. There we go. Mike Man, thank you. Me too. In this case, I would have missed most of the fun. Ooh, man, are we going to lose to Mono Black? Look at this. Maybe not. 2, 4, 5. Not good, not good, not good. Okay, this is a fun one. This is going to be close. Down goes the Guardian. Unfortunately. Now he's got enough mana to bring it back, so we're up against it. If he drops another creature, this is going to get rough. He has to tap out to do that. We take 7 and then we're dead. So I think the correct play here is to... We're kind of dead regardless. This is not looking good, guys. We know he can flash that back. And what I really need now is like a a wall so I can block, gain 5 life, eat the... Well, I couldn't do that either. No, I'd block with the Guardian, and then the Edict could mop up the wall. Uh-oh. Down goes that plan. Of course, we still have... Talk about even life. A land will keep us alive, unless that happens. Oh, no! Are we going to lose? We're going to lose! Unbelievable. This has, from what I've played, really good games against black, but that's a loss, so good for him. All right, down 2-1. I've got to use the restroom, guys. Hopefully this commercial break will work, and we'll be back in just a few.
Welcome to Decklist Assist. Here to help assist me is the common we all know and love, Tim. Thanks, D. Ladies and gentlemen, Papa Magic games have countless variables and almost infinite options to create with, so it can be quite daunting when you first start a new deck idea. Our Decklist Assist is here to provide a 6-point checklist, allowing you to roughly determine how solid your deck will be within a given metagame. 6 being the top deck score, whereas 2 may suggest you need to keep tweaking your brew. First on our checklist is Evasion. An evasion ability is an ability an attacking creature has that restricts what can block it. Flying, Shadow, and Landwalk abilities are just a few examples of some of the many evasions Pauper has to offer. Simply put, if your creatures lack evasion, your opponents have more options. And more options mean more ways to negate your strategy. Additionally, score spells like Apostle's Blessing as having evasion since they grant it for a turn. But keep in mind, if you're only running one spell in your 60 that fits our example,
We've harvested the hottest spices in all of Dominaria. We've delved deep into the forgotten caves of Keldor to bring you the hottest sauce of any plane. Introducing Flame Tongue Hot Sauce. Our thermal alchemists have flame slashed and fire blasted only the most Syrian ingredient to bring a flame to your tongue that causes serious damage. Get tongued. Get Flame Tongue Hot Sauce. Deal 4 damage to any meal.
Available at all fine Sinclair superstores.
And we're back. Sorry for that little mess up. Had my key in the wrong spot and didn't mean to replay the Tim. Like Person 34 said, more Tim isn't a bad thing. Here's that other deck while we're waiting for our next one to finish or start. I've got 2 Pestilence in this build. Let me bring up the... there we go. All you got to do to make a match start is try to do something else. Take our little notes here. Throw this back. Round 4. Here we go. I can get used to this. I might be all right. Just got to get my commercial breaks a little more in order. All right. Good land. Bit slow, but that's nothing new. Deck always runs a bit slow. Get the finger on the F6. Either I want to... Well, that was nice, actually. That last one was a loss. And I don't mean to sound defeatist, but I'm just glad that it didn't go loss, win, loss. Something like that. Murphy's Law striking with this one, says JSig90. Yeah, this feels really close to being a very, very good deck. I don't know if it's the weakness of me as a Pestilence player. I don't think I've made too many mistakes, but you never know. When I do watch some of the replays of these on YouTube, it's mostly for quality assurance or just to make sure I'm not saying a certain word over and over again. I can't stand when that happens. Like the use of the word basically. People are awful with that. I hear it all the time. Drives me nuts. Or, there's all kinds of stuff. You listen to radio a lot and monitor broadcasts and edit people's voices for a living. You get really attuned to that stuff. So sometimes on day offs, just keep everything off. No media. No driving, that's for sure. Affinity. I got these new little game pads and they do not like anything I write with. Whoop. Let's, let's kill the frog. Kill the frog man, kill the frog man, kill the frog. It's okay. Sometimes Pestilence can be a bit buggy. This is Mike Man. Okay, got a little bit of tempo there. Ugh. Well, got plenty of land there. I'll drop this in post. Again, just tap, tap, tap. Definitely slow. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I could sacrifice a little of the consistency of the mana for stuff. But again, you know, what could we have done there? Read the bones. Be down to 19 at the end of the turn with 2 more cards in our hand. Might be a superior play. Right now we're just waiting on a Tog to show up for our journey. I'm liking this kind of... Uh-oh, it's not going to be slow for long. I really, really like Flare Husk in Affinity. I think it's a very strong call. Not that I've ever played it, but... And we don't like this because he can pop it. So I'm going to try to bring out our Guardian. Oh, shoot. We can't, can we? One more turn down the tubes here. Yeah, this... I don't know. I do like the consistency. Just all this good stuff. All right, that's bottom, bottom, bottom. I'm going to say bottom with all this stuff. Got everything we need. Yeah, that was a good call. Sometimes it's neat to try to like disfigure on a Tog and then they trip it and then you journey to nowhere. But yeah, you're going 2 for 2 on that. And it depends on the board state. Boy, this guy's just drawing a bunch of stuff that says draw more cards. It's kind of been my problem with Affinity builds, especially like the original Boros Kitty style deck where it just like at some point you hit that ridiculous level of just drawing card that says draw a card that says draw a card. It's just like do something already. All right, so we got a nice turn here. We'll be able to do a disfigure and then drop. Yeah, we want to disfigure this, drop the Guardian, then we'll go into our Pestilence shenanigans, and I think we'll be good, unless he has a super fling. We should be set. We haven't taken any damage yet. He's been setting up. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can only trip that for twice. Probably be able to block something, unless he just goes crazy, like with double a Tog here. Self-mill the strongest archetype, says person 34. Speak of the devil, there he is. Does he got another one to go along with it? Let's see. If he does, I've got to go the journey plan. Or I could just do double Guardian, but I just got to watch out for that fling. These decks have... He might have it right now. I think there's enough out there to warrant it. Let's see. Been seeing Demir Battle Rage, a few versions I've lost to recently had that. That was a nice surprise. Dun, 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 dun. Aren't those words people repeat words? Probably. Yep, here it is, guys. Feel like we got the lock and then plop. Down it goes. Come on, man, says Mike Man. Oh God, I so wish we had hollow. Look at this extra damage. It's like, what's the point? I'm tapped out. Big L on this one. I think we kind of had it, but you know, maybe a little too slow. All right. Well, I got prismatic strands coming in all 3, baby. That's about it. Disfigure's okay. Maybe lose 2 of those. Siphon Life, definitely late game card. It's just going to gain life, get us out of range. I'm going to lose a House Guard again, just out of discipline there. Castigate's going to try to mop up Fling. I'm thinking we're going to go like this. All right. Come on now. Win-win. Let's pull even. Let's 3-2 this one. We still can. We just got to win out now. That was kind of my preparation for both the card frame here and the Three Stooges thing I did there about trying to build with Rogue. It's like, it's so true what he says. If at first you don't succeed, keep on sucking until you do succeed. Hopefully we'll prove the latter part of that right. Maybe we're just sucking today. Who knows? But yeah, if you count, let's see, 4, 8, 12, 16 lands come into play tapped. Might be a bit much. Not sure if maybe we lose the Crossroads, one Bog, and one of the Guild Gates, and just put in some more basics. Not really wanting to put Ash Barons in this because it kind of propagates the same problem. Just, it's a colorful deck. I gotta hit those. Gotta get it right. It used to run 24 lands, but starting even with Retrace, it was like, okay, that's a little ridiculous. Dun, dun. So let's see. Yeah, I'm feeling good here. All right, cool. Keep. It's always nice when we get at least one land that doesn't come into play tap, so we can have a turn 2 option. That's theoretically what's supposed to happen. This guy might be a little scared because, I mean, not to sound like a defeatist or some excuses, but we definitely had that one if we could untap. That was good times. All right, if I do that, I'm at 6. We're going to have to pitch something. I'm just going to do this. Mana's beautiful. I do love the Orzhovian colors because my middle name in real life is gray, so there's quite a bit of gray going on here, and I've always been a fan of those colored days. All right, another tap land. We'll go grab some of our own life. Anyone tried the beetle for aristocrats? Seen it quite a bit, just in casual rooms and stuff like that. Somebody was playing it on Twitch on last week's feed. It's a good time, but still haven't really seen it break out. You know, at first I was very guilty of that being like that new card smell sort of thing. Because, all right, I'm not too worried about a Tog here. We're probably going to eat a galvanic blast when we drop this, but what you going to do? I'd rather just start climbing out and gaining some life here. I don't know if he saw our pestilence last turn or if he was able to look at our hand. I'm not quite sure. I guess we'll find out soon enough. So it's probably a castigate edict move here. I'll try to hide the pestilence equation for as long as possible. It's been long enough. Want to see if he's either got fling or a Tog. Oh, person 34. I guess you got to head out. See you later. Bye, bye, bye. Is everybody leaving? It's the rest of the stream. YouTube, says Mike Man. Later, Pauperganda Nights. Oh, yeah. Well, that's maybe the problem of going 5 rounds. Everybody's usually used to the 2-hour window, so we shall see. Good seeing you, Mike. Thanks for chiming in and joining us, as always. All right. Castigate time. I thought it was a mass exodus going on for a minute there. Fling and a Tog. Hoo-wee. Well, let's get rid of Fling. And then play this. I'll bring this back. We'll drop this. Got a Tog now. Boom, boom, boom. Here comes a Tog. Maybe. Probably. 2, 4, 5, 6. I think the play here is still that. No cards in hand. We got our opponent hellbent. I'm liking this. We draw a guardian. That'll be, hey boy, better lucky than good, right? Or whatever that saying is. We'll go here. Talk about edict insurance. Boink. And since the card's kind of dead, let me go here real quick. I'm just going to try to make him eat an artifact. Not that this is really going to do much. I'll trip something. That might actually help him. That might not have been the best play. I'd rather him do it on my turn than his, so I do like that play. Guardian's going to be able to block a Tog all day long unless Fling shows up, but he's only got one more and 45 cards, so... Oh yeah, maybe one Battle Rage. You're right. I might still be dust here, right? Beautiful combo. Battle Rage, Fling, a Tog. It makes you just want to make a red artifact deck and screw all the rest of it. Let's see what's going to happen here. Oh, well, that lets us know. Keep him honest anyway. And remember, our Seraph is gaining us some good amounts of life. Sure wish it was a 2/5 against Affinity, but, you know, this is one of the... Oh, hopefully he's just drawing. This is one of the very first times I haven't seen Galvanic Blast like in the first opening hand from an Affinity player. It just seems like they always have that. Oh boy, this is making me nervous. All of a sudden he's got 5 cards. He's drawing stuff. He's sacrificing stuff. He's representing. Dun dun dun. I think he's kind of just going for it here. I don't think he has it. I think he's trying to draw into it. What do you guys think? It's halfway there. Is it all for nothing? I hope. It's a red source. Out comes a big fatty. I don't think he's got it. I think that was just a bunch of bluffing. And even if he does have it now, he's out of options. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We're going to be able to sweep, sweep, sweep. All right, Seraph's dead. All right. Not messing around here. Pestilence. Still not feeling too good. Still have to survive one more turn. Got to be able to block that Atog. Bluffing like maybe we got prismatic strands, but we don't. You know, it's funny. We're doing bad. We're 1-2 right now, but I'm just having so much fun playing this deck. It's so close to being something. And I think it's very, very small stuff. Like I've got to pay attention to like just the mana maybe. I think the spells are all there. Might need an adjustment here or there. Seraph got us what, like quite a bit of life. So he's doing that to save it. Okay. I'm gonna should I pop at the end of the turn, because that'll kill. I'll have to use the Atog for that. I'm gonna play a little loosey-goosey here. Might have wanted to do this during the attack, because I'm gonna take 2 more this way, but sacrifice that to that. Yeah, might have been a misplay. Should have done that in the attack. I was gonna eat it anyway for the sake of that. All right. Oh, I don't want to see a galvanic blast, but I kind of have to go for it here, guys. I hope he doesn't have the blast. We'll go boom. And hopefully after all is said and done, I can just journey up the and stay out of blast range here. Don't blast me. Don't blast me. Can he blast me? We'll see. It's a nice way to mop up everything. No blast. God, 3 life. This does not feel good. We need our retrace big time. Of course, he's at 8 now, so obviously if he had it, he would have played it. And he might draw right into it. And we are out of range of hurting stuff. I don't want to activate here because I might want to read the bones. Life! Feels so good. What are our outs here? Well, we could play to a draw right now. Or no, we can't. I got to remember that. That's not how that works. You know, I'm going to feel really dumb if I don't play this because I want to be able to have options here. Oh boy, talk about a kick in the crotch. Here's 4 damage. You want to draw that? It's like, no. Hey, this turned out good. Turned out very good. All right. Here comes the Slash Panther, said Shiraz. Only you'd say that, Shiraz. Good times. Good call, too. Make that a Tog suffer, hopefully. Did we pull it off? Did we avoid the blast? All right. Oh, off to game 3. Whew. Boy, it makes me wonder if we should run Hollow. Where was Prismatic Strands? Boy, did we need it, too. Yay. All right, a little bit less pain. I'm going to bring in 1 Siphon Life. and hope for the best. That was close, says Lackerding. I believe 2. Hopefully we can tie it up 2-2 and maybe win the last round and be able to hold my head a little bit higher. But you can't expect much playing Super Rogue. And speak of the devil, see, we just talked about how slow it was, but now with basics, we got a pretty good hand here. There's life. We can defend. We can block. We can flash back. We can grab their nuts. In the poker term. Got to grab the nut spell. Wasn't keeping it, trying to keep it PG. That's technically an okay term, right? Affinity is top, so good game. We shall see. Come on, a Togger Fling. Galvanic Blast. Not bad. Double Mur Enforcer. I'm going to grab the Mur Enforcers, actually. I don't have Pestilence yet. Take 4, maybe. Not 8. Here comes number 1. Plus, I want to get rid of that 2 because we have Prismatic out, but good grief. I don't want to have to pull the other. I'm going to drop the Crossroads and pass here. I'm going to take 8 overall till we can get our defenses up. Might be able to hold out. Having Prismatic will be nice. Yikes, I do not like saying that. Oh boy. Just drop Pestilence and God, what would that would be 12 damage. That puts us at 7. We know he has Fling. But the Guardian play doesn't get us anything right now. Yeah, I'm going to drop Pestilence. At least it might make him slow his roll a little bit and hold back on something he might not normally. Remember, we gotta keep Strands an option. We're going to be really close to dead here. Within killing range, I should say. Hey, look at that. Better lucky than good sometimes. Of course, what am I doing? We're going to just kill Pestilence now? Ah, boy. I got to do it. I can't. I know it's really bad sequence of events. I wasn't thinking too straight there. Has he got Fling? Only reason the hesitation here would probably be for a Fling, I would think. But or he might, a lot of Affinity players do run the destroy all auras, which guess what, guys? We're safe. These are enchantments, not auras. That's why I've always been a proponent of playing Tranquility over the other ones, because it's I just think it's a better call. All right. Not the best sequence of events, but I've got this next turn. Really, really, really want to get Prismatic in my yard. A little scared of the Atog Fling combo. Oh boy, I am too. All respect, baby. It's a very fearful thing. Knight's Whisper. There's our friend. I'll drop this. Go get some more life. Keep our Prismatic spells up. God, wouldn't it be sweet if he just went all out and tried to overkill us, sacked everything. You're like, yes. Really weird play here. Talk about being aggro. You know what? He might have a double Galvanic Blast. We just don't know. Tranquility is a sorcery. Yeah, no, I'm very well aware, but also Tranquility gets everything. Serene Heart doesn't. There's been many a time I played Serene Heart and it doesn't have a journey. It doesn't have a lot of stuff. Oh, he's probably got another one backing that up. This is going to be close. There goes your plan, sir, but very smartly played on my upkeep there, so kind of destroys my tempo. Yeah, we're going to just go like this. Is he going to dig? Not sure, but regardless, we've got Prismatic Strands flash backable now. And lately, I've been noticing, I don't know if people haven't been playing it much, but there's so many errors people are making with that. They just think it's gone. I guess there's no real clear flashback on it. There's the beast. That's what we don't want to see. But what's good now? I'll start keeping them honest. Oh, what am I thinking? I already thought I had Pestilence out. Self-bluff. Alright, feeling a little bit better here. Pestilence in the house. Alright, this is feeling pretty good, guys. We've got strands and strands. Backup strands. Supermans. Gitatans. I think traditionally there's more impactful things to hit with Serene Heart. Yeah, I don't know. I'd argue Journey to Nowhere is pretty darn prominent in the metagame. I just think it's very geared towards what people run in Hexproof mostly, but for that one extra mana, just that Ultra Sweeper, I don't mind it at all. I guess it depends on the deck, but I think we're going to pull this one off, guys. Yeah, that's another good point. Yeah, COPs, it's like every other enchantment you think like, wow, that's a backbreaker. You're like, oh, it's not an aura, it's an enchantment. So I just figure if one more mana, you catch everything. I'm going to block here, promoting any sort of a tricknology. I'm going to go like this. I know you could technically flash it back and hopefully he baits it and tries to go crazy. But with 2 in the yard, I don't know, I just respect Affinity a lot. So I'm trying to keep this, keep it real. This is good. You know what I want to do here is, I think I want to read the bones. No. I'll drop the Seraph. I've got 2 options. I think I can read the bones safely here as long as I don't attack. Feels dangerous going, but we got double Prismatic Strands and 2 white creatures, so let's see, 2, 4. Well, these are both good cards, aren't they? Top. And just in case he's got some sort of shenanigans, we'll get rid of this. Go from there. 2 cards in hands. It's a pretty fun game. Okay, we'll let that go. What's he got here? Alright. Probably should have waited to cast the Angel and cast Read the Bones first. Not sure how that would have made a difference. I guess, yeah, you could see what we're going to draw. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, my bad. Good call, good call. Alright, here we go. Time to sweep the board up. Boy, this guy's really calling the old bluff here, huh? Alright, well, time to wipe the board. Boom, boom, boom. And I'll drop the other Guardian here. Or should I just Edict? Not really concerned with the He might not have wanted to attack there. If he's got a galvanic blast and then he walks into a fling, either way I would have been dead. That was a bad play. Sorry about that, guys. It's been a long tournament. Do I cast a gate now or later? I want to get rid of this threat. Even though we've got all this protection, I'm just jonesing here. Just to see what the hell's going on. Alright. He's got a seat. Keep that back. I think I might want to read the bones here. Got prismatic. I'm going to do it. That's good. That'll gain us some life. We got enough land. Bottom. I'd say bottom. Well, I'll say top. Edicts. Like a comedy of errors here. Alright, let's go. Alright. I am getting lucky. Well, I haven't just made a ton of mistakes. Another pestilence. Prismatic strands. Come on, give me a white creature, please. Or another prismatic strands. That'd be epic. I don't like having to whittle and slowly... Hopefully he does have Serene Heart and he's like, wait a minute, this doesn't work against anything. That'd be pretty funny. Alright. Probably almost be dead if we would have the balls to swing, but I've got to respect the goods here. Keep back a spirit. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, I want to keep these in case we draw our retrace spell. Really want another white creature. This is just maddening. Trip this. Don't want anything blocking. Whew. One life. This, I'm sweating. Wish you could. Can you pop Pestilence all at once? I think it is only just a 1-by-1 thing. It never seems to just say choose X. So if I were him, I would keep these hands because I want to make me think that I've got an extra damage spell coming through. Tension. We've got 2 edicts in the yard. Journey to nowhere. Have faith in the deck. Oh, I've got plenty of faith, but I'm a bit of a realist too. There's so much stuff that could be going down right about now. Let me open up the board a little bit here. We know it's in the yard. Come on, retrace. Make me feel. Give me the 5 mana, man. Come on now. Like this, the little hand icon. It's like stop. I can't do the old pestilence draw with different life totals nowadays. I'm not quite sure. Hey, Thought Control, thanks for chiming in. Died at the end of phase. Hopefully we live. He's got another one. This is going to suck. He does. Ugh. What a bummer. Oh, I can try to commit seppuku here. Let's see. Ah! Ah, da, 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 da. All happens in steps, so we'll die anyway. Look at that. Oh, dismal on the stack. Oh, sweating big time. All right, last round, guys. That was a loss. Let me set this up. I'll go to Affinity. That's an 8. This is a 9. We're still just a tiny bit ahead of it. What do we face before that? Mono black control. I know I faced that. Oh, it must be on my other list. I'll log that on later. I got a little note. Overall, this is weak versus control. Discard is key, but it's tight even with it. Play this when it's a creature-heavy metagame. Or not. Sorry about that, guys. Join the match. Last one. Whew. Well, we're fighting to not even break even now. Oh, talk about kicking the crotch. Basilica opener. Keep. And we've got plenty of removals, so I'm going to throw that on the bottom. And we'll hope for the best here. Going up against David Fripp. Is this a Delver deck? Yes, it is. And we're going second, so Exhibit A with this figure. I'm telling you guys, I like this deck. I know we're 1-3 right now, but it's close. Yeah, I knew that thought control. I just sometimes I go down kicking and swinging. It's like maybe there's a bug. Maybe something will go down. Maybe the opponent will go, oh crap, and just concede and think he's going to game 3. Never know. Long time ago, I even like claimed to have hypnotized somebody. It was the funniest thing. Little Fight and I were hanging out and I was watching live, and I kept mentioning this color because he had me with prismatic strands. I couldn't wiggle out of it, and I kept mentioning I was playing green, and I kept mentioning I think it was the color red in conversation over like 10 minutes, and then sure enough at the crucial moment he calls red. It was like the weirdest sort of tricky wannabe hypnosis thing. I was like, yes. Doubt it would ever work again in 100 years. Maybe it was just had nothing to do with that, but sure felt magical at that time. All right. Looks like Delver Fiend, which we've got a pretty good matchup against. So says I. Famous last words. But hey, at least this one will be fast, right? Boom, boom, boom. Boom. I always thought, you're always nervous around Delver Fiend, but with let's see, we've got that. I'm gonna go dig and look for something. Uh-oh, not good. Hopefully we can stay alive here. Knight's Whisper again? Yeah, represent that we've got something, but we don't. Delver Fiend. But yeah, when I was playing this, watch, we'll probably crash and burn here, drop an island, gush into all kinds of good stuff. But overall, this one is doing okay against Delver Fiend. Let's see, you are Fiend, yeah, 12-4 so far. So it's tough because you always, every time you see Delver Fiend, I don't care who you are, what deck you're playing, your shoulders go like this, like, because it's just that, it's like playing with a loaded just shotgun. It's like, oh god. I was tempted today to postpone the show till tomorrow, which is April Fool's Day here in the States, and play something that I've never played before, like Delver or whatever. But who knows? Maybe I'll surprise everybody with a feed tomorrow. But I trip that. Let's see. Now in hindsight, that would have been a good thing to play Pestilence. I'd be at 12, and I'd have an answer right now. Oh boy, this is killing me, guys. The probability that we draw removal is really high. I've got to get rid of that now. Come on. Brutal. Brutal. Hey, I've got unmatching stuff. How'd that happen? Maybe that's why we're losing. Oh, got to castigate. I think we're crashing and burning hard here. He's got kind of anything. Always scared of them managing to miraculously go off. Oh boy, I know. Assault Strobe. Oh yeah, this is over. I'm just going to concede here. Got nothing. Needed to disfigure. That one's over. Come on. Let's at least go 2-3. Do not want to go 1-4. Alright, Prismatic Strands comes in. Contaminated ground, anyone? It might be kind of cool. All of our removal stays in. Seraph's going to be too slow. I'm going to lose one of them. Bring out the House Guard. I'm not fond of the House Guard. I like him game one, just kind of, you know, transmute, slows things down. I'm going to get rid of a Read the Bones and a Whisper. I don't think I want to play Contaminated Ground. I'll bring back the Seraph. Let's go. Got Prismatic. Want to keep in our white creatures. But, you know, chime in. You guys have seen this deck now for a few hours. And, you know, no harm, no foul. I mean, you know, like, hey, I'm not a fan of blankety blank, or what about this? I think we can all argue these games were pretty close. It wasn't anything that was a landslide. Of course, when we lost to NBC, but again, you know, that first game, it was like, we got this. And then Gary showed up. Just I get the sneaking suspicion this could easily go 4-1 instead of where we're headed towards 1-4. And just gain a life now. Going to keep double pestilence. I sure wish there was a way to just eviscerate your deck and get rid of multiples like that. Gaining life while we can. Boy, I don't want to see mutagenic here, but it's better on our turn, right? Gary always messes up plans for most decks when he's resolved. This is true. Yeah, the math just goes out the window. Good. All right. I don't really care about this. I'm going to get, so I've got all our colored sources out. We can drop Pestilence next turn, or the Seraph. Gary always manages to do miraculous. Yes, indeed. Ugh. Well, at least... What do you think? Pestilence here? I'm going to go Pestilence here. Oops. If I can get my math right. Pestilence. Regardless, win, lose, or draw. If we lose right here, still a very fun outing. First time Pauperganda's ever gone all 5 rounds. It's not looking good. He's got Gush math. He's got 1 red. Having played this deck a lot, I really like his chances here. 23 is not that much life. And yes, I have thought of running Snuff Out. I think 1 or 2 builds of this I did have. Just don't see this deck enough to warrant it. Yikes. Oh, guys, I'm feeling bad about this one. Oh boy. Oh, man. Okay, we're at 3 life. Does he got anything else? He does. And we go 1-4. Crash and burn against the deck that couldn't have asked for a better last game matchup. Usually have its number, but holy crap. Back to the drawing board. But hey, man, we did all 5 rounds. Crunch. The only one we beat was, Demir, which weren't supposed to, but wah wah. We go like this. Still really like the deck. I think it's pretty strong. This isn't the deck. Let me bring up the right one. Maybe it would have made a difference if we played that. But yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna be playing it on and off all weekend. I'll probably take it to another one. Again, I just think yeah, it was an excellent draw for him. That's true. Taking nothing away from my opponents. It was a lot of fun. Haven't had that much fun losing in quite some time. I'm gonna roll to a few ads here, guys, and we'll see you next week. Hopefully all's well, and thanks for joining us. All that good stuff. It's been a marathon one. Questions, concerns, all that good stuff. Pauperganda@gmail.com. Hopefully I can press the buttons right on this one. Here we go. We will.
This picture business is tougher to get into than I figured.
Don't worry. A bad beginning is a good ending.
Certainly. If at first you don't succeed, keep on sucking till you do succeed.
It were there that I lost me dear Silhana. She walked her last ledge, but folks, me loss is your gain. So it's in her memory Silhana's Window Walkers was created. The finest window scrubbing in all of Ravnica. Cleaning where only flyers dare to soar.
Be reminding them they won't be getting blocked by new high prices with us, John.
Don't be getting blocked by high prices. Silhana's Window Walkers.
Guildpack member since 1906. Are you feeling bogged down or despondent? Has a friend or loved one noticed you look withered? Then Phyresius may be right for you. Phyresius is an all-natural Phyrexian supplement that can give you a different outlook on life. Do not take Phyresius while enchanted, equipped, or half shroud. Players taking Phyresius should not man vehicles for at least 3 turns. Avoid contact with humans or merfolk if you've had a recent gut shot or have had any interactions with the graveyard. In extreme cases, exile may occur. Ask your alchemist if Phyresius is right for you.
Available at Moros's Market.